What's good? What's good? My hair is a mess. Oh, yesterday was crazy. If you didn't know, go watch my video from yesterday where I challenged myself to make $444, which is the total for my van payment, in one day using the various gig apps that I use. So DoorDash, Uber Eats, Roadie, and Walmart Spark Delivery. Those are the four main ones that I use. And so I made a video halfway through the day yesterday, kind of stating where I was at. I was behind pace a little bit, but I anticipated the night to be busier, and the night was a little bit busier, but I also anticipated people to be more generous. I was like, it's a holiday. I expect tips to be a little higher. I was wrong. I was a fool. I admit that. I got so many $2, $3, $4 orders on like DoorDash and Uber Eats. In yesterday's video, I said I had $0. Uber fucked me. Uber fucked me hard yesterday. And I'll finish the video telling that story because it's all kind of connected to the end totals. And so I just wanted to take a few minutes to note a few things before I get into the totals and everything. Fuck people who don't tip. I said this in yesterday's video and I will always say it. Time is valuable. If you think your time is valuable, then anyone who supports you, their time is valuable. Because if they're supporting you, maximize your efforts, thus making your time valuable, their time is also valuable. I'm not saying it's like it has to be a one-to-one relationship, but when I see $2 fucking orders, $2 delivery orders, no. So that means that this person did not tip at all. If you're not tipping at all, that's shame on you. But even if you're only tipping $1, $2, or $3, shame on you. Get your own freaking food if you're going to be that cheap. If you can't afford to tip, you probably should not be ordering Uber and DoorDash. I don't want to get on a big, long diatribe, but broke people with nice cars are the worst tippers. And my other delivery drivers will know this. When you pull up to a house that has multiple like BMWs or Lexus or Range Rovers, right? And it's like a kind of not well-maintained house and they don't tip, they're ghetto people. They're trash people. And white and black and brown and yellow and red, all those types of people can be ghetto trash people. It is not a race thing. It is, and it's not even a class thing. It's a character thing. It's a character thing. If you want the world to be a better place, you have to be the change you want to see in the world, which means tipping the people who serve you. It's really hot today in the area. It's been hot. It's going to be hot. I just saw a panhandler, a guy with a dog, and half of my videos are about how the ruling class is fucking the average person, and so it's motivated by like the pain I feel. Because I feel pain when I see these people struggling. It hurts. Because these people should not be struggling the way they are. There is no such thing as a utopian society. I acknowledge that. I agree with that. I'm not trying to build a utopian society. But I am trying to build a better society because we are capable. It is our duty to do so. So I saw this young man and I have a fridge in my van full of cool drinks. Because I live in my van. If you don't follow my channel, FYI, I live in my van. So I got this cool fridge. And so I gave him a cold water. That's the least I can do. Because I want to be the change I want to see in this world. And that starts with you. And that starts with me. We just need to be better. All of us. All of us need to be better. And we can be better. So I just want to touch a few more topics. I'll get to the totals in a bit. But I know how to be hungry. Literally and figuratively. And so when I say literally, I didn't eat all day yesterday. All I had was some coffee and Red Bull. So I do heavy cream and I do sugar-free Red Bull. Theoretically, I try to get into that fasting ketogenic place. I don't do a ketogenic diet, but if you don't eat for 20 hours, you'll likely still get to that place. The place of where autophagy occurs, so the cannibalism of dead cells. Being hungry is good for you. But I also know how to be hungry figuratively. So I just want to show you my shoes. These are my shoes. I wear these. These are my daily wearing shoes. I have socks that have like little holes in them, and I'll put them on and I'll be like, I can get one or two more wears out of these. You know, wash them one or two more times, and when the holes get too big, then they can go. I know how to be hungry. I worked, so I didn't end up working 16 hours was my goal, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I actually went 6 a.m. to about 11:30 p.m. And so I'll get into the final totals now. I did not make my goal. I was really close, and Uber fucked me. I ended with $420 from about 6 a.m. to about 11:30 p.m. So about 17 to 18 hours. I used about $300 of gas, or 300 miles. I'm sorry, I drove 300 miles to make $420. It's not a great dollar to mile ratio, but I got screwed a few times. So at 11 or 10:45 last night, I got an order, a $20 Uber order, but it was way up north outside of where I normally deliver. But it's all freeway stretch. So it's 10 miles of freeway. I was literally right by the freeway. So I said, cool, let's just take this order because that puts me where I need to be. Drive the 10 miles. I get to the Taco Bell. It's about 11:12 when I get there. I go to the drive-up window and say, hey, I'm here for the Uber pickup. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we're closed. And it was this just dumb fucking kid. He's like, I'm sorry, we're closed. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but like, do you at least have this Uber order ready? Because I'm not a normal customer. I drove up here to pick up this order. And he's like, no, you're just gonna have to cancel it through the app. We're closed. Mind you, Taco Bell doesn't close until midnight. So these kids just wanted to leave early because, yeah, it was a holiday, but goes back to character and integrity. Fuck you guys, because I got nothing. So I drove 20 miles out of my way, 10 miles one way, 10 miles back, for nothing. And at that point, it was like 11:30 when I kind of got back to where I was in the zone. And I was still getting orders, but I was getting like $2, $3, $4, $5 orders from DoorDash and Uber Eats. And I was like, fuck it. No, I quit at that point. I was just tired, and it had been a long day. But it was a beautiful day. It was beautiful. The weather was nice, and it was so cool, like driving. So I deliver in the Portland, Vancouver area, so sometimes I go into Portland. Driving over the I-5 or the 205 bridge as the sun's setting and seeing the fireworks, it was awesome. And one more thing. It felt like people went extra this year. It felt like a lot more fireworks went off, and I love it. It felt like there was a collective energy of just a revolutionary spirit brewing. It's really cool. People were taking over streets. Like, I had to take side streets and whatnot because people were just like, fuck you. People were taking over parking lots, just blowing mortars and shit up. It was intense. It was really fun. A little stressful, but fun. And so I just want to wrap up this video. Fuck the government. Fuck the statists. Please, let's stop fighting these left and right culture wars, and let's come together and realize that it's the top versus the bottom. It's not left versus right. And that's all. I don't know. Much love. Thank you for watching.